Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Hannah. Today it's been a crazy day already. My car is in the shop. I had to go to Tyler and get a rental car before I had to go to work. So now that process is all over and I'm waiting to go see one of my patients. So I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about my diet and my workout routine. I have had a few questions from some people about what I usually do for my normal workout routine and what I eat. So I'm gonna talk about that today. And then also I'm going to do a little workout at the end that has to do with posture and breathing technique. So I really got into working out probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I used to work out every once in a while, but just not very consistently, especially during school. I was just really busy. I would do core workouts and try to work on that, but overall body, I wasn't really focusing on it. But about a year and a half ago, I got really into working out. So I started lifting weights. That's one of my favorite things to do now. But with lifting weights for me, at first I tried to lift heavier than I should have. Even when I would lift weights for my legs and for my butt, my upper body would be holding the weights in a lot of the exercises and it would strain my back and I was just in a lot of pain. So for that, I had to start learning how to kind of work my way up with the weights. So you start out lighter for sure, and proper form is so important. So if you don't have the proper form, you will hurt your back, and especially if you have scoliosis like me, one side is tighter than the other, so you might hurt one side worse than the other because it's not even. So you have to be very, very careful with that. So I've worked my way up. I was able to do more weight right before we were in quarantine. I just went back to the gym for the first time last week and did a leg workout. And I had to start a lot lighter because my back muscles and my leg muscles were just not used to it. So I had to be very careful. But usually my workout routine, I try to do weights 2 to 3 or 4 times a week. Just depending on the week. Sometimes it's 2 to 3. Other days I try to do my core workouts 2 to 3 times a week. And then for cardio, I usually do like a HIIT workout. I try not to do very high impact exercises. I try to just do ones that are low impact but will still make you sweat. If you'd like to see one of those videos, definitely comment that in below and I will make one of those for you. So that's what I do for my workout usually. And if y'all have any more questions about it, feel free to ask me and I will be more specific with what I do. But then now with my diet, I don't eat gluten, so no breads, pastas, any of that kind of stuff. And I don't do dairy for the most part, and I try to stay away from sugar. Sometimes I'll splurge a little bit, and I definitely feel more pain in my back. I just feel a little bit more achy. It won't affect everyone in that way, but for me it does. So for my diet, I pretty much eat a lot of rice, brown rice usually for my carbs. I eat that and the sweet potatoes. I try to eat salads. I do a lot of protein like meats. I do chicken and I'll do shrimp sometimes, and I'll do lean meat sometimes, ground beef. For the most part, it's rice and sweet potatoes. I try to eat vegetables as well when I can. And then in the mornings, I usually eat an apple and peanut butter, or I'll have a smoothie. If you have any other questions about specific things that I eat, I don't have a very planned out diet. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that, but for now I just those are the main food groups that I use and I eat. So I hope that answers your question. So the workout that I'm going to show you guys today is there's a lot of posture and breathing techniques, so it's kind of combined because both of those kind of go hand in hand. They're really important to help decrease pain and to work on your posture and be in more of a correct alignment. So I obviously don't have correct alignment all the time. I have to really work on it, and it's always, you have to train those muscles, and if you don't keep training them, they will go back to their normal patterns. That's just how it works. So you have to be consistent with it. But with these, I'm going to explain them. I'll say how much you should do. These are just good to do every morning if you can, real quickly. It shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes to do this. It's just deep breathing, just kind of relaxing yourself and hopefully decreasing some of that pain or stress that you have before you go on about your day. Or I sometimes do it at night too. You can do it whenever is best for you. So I'm going to show you that, but I hope you guys enjoy it. But make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can be notified every time I post a video. And I will see you guys next time. I hope you enjoy the workout. Thanks. This first exercise is the mountain pose. So this is a yoga pose, And for this one, the purpose of it is to help move your body into more correct alignment. Use a mirror, or if you have someone to help you with it like I do in this video, you want to look at your body and kind of see which ways you need to move to align it. And once you get in that position, you want to hold for a few breaths. Exercise is a breathing one called Dirga Swasam, and I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but this is so good to really feel your breaths coming all the way from the bottom up into the top, into your chest. So what you want to do is put one hand on your chest and one hand on your abdomen and inhale, and you should feel your stomach move outward, and then as you keep inhaling, you will feel your chest rise as well. And then you want to slowly let all the breath out. And when you let the breath out, you want to tighten your stomach muscles. Do this about 10 times. This exercise is called a standing side glide. So with this, you want to put one hand on the lower rib cage and then the opposite hand on that hip, and you're going to press towards the middle at the same time with both hands to try to lengthen your spine and stretch out the part that's tighter. So after you figure out what side is the tightest, then you can do more reps on that side just to try to loosen it up and get more of a proper alignment. So with this, I would hold it for about 5 breaths on each side, and then after that, determine which side needs to be stretched more. Exercise is called upward reaching mountain pose. So it's a lot like the first one, so you want to get yourself into alignment first, but then you are going to reach both arms up and reach up as far as you can. And this is also good to use a mirror, or if someone can tell you which arm or hand is a little bit shorter, if that's the case in your instance. And so if so, you want to try to reach up with the shorter arm as high as you can, but not too far that you strain it, but just as much as feels comfortable. Trying to lengthen your spine. Hold this for 20 seconds. Exercise is called a wall climb. So this is also working on lengthening the concave side. So with this, you want to make sure your hips are level. So using a mirror is helpful, or having someone help you. You want to place both palms flat on the wall, and you want to slide one side up slowly, just a little bit. Take a deep breath, and then do it to the same thing on the opposite side. And you want to continue to do that until you work your way all the way up the wall, and then stretch it a little bit extra on the side that you feel most tight. Last exercise is called a wall fall, And this is really going to focus on building strength on your convex side of the curve. So with this one, you want to stand with your arms straight out in front of you, and you are going to try to make sure you're aligned prior to doing this, but you are going to lean forward then and bend your arms, putting your weight into your palms. And with this is really just helping train those muscles in your back to stay in a neutral position. And so hopefully over time that you work on this will become more natural to you, and you won't have to stop and make sure you're in proper alignment before you start. You can stretch your arms out and put your fingertips out in front of you as well, and then completely fall and then land onto your palms. That is a little bit more advanced, so if you haven't done this one before, I would definitely start with the one that I'm doing in this video.